best part of my day would be first thing in the morning, coming in. There's not too many people here at the time. I'm able to get stuff started and start my day. I started here on September 4th, 1984. At that time, there was a lot of factories around. There was Winchester, there was Mossberg, there was Colt, there was Savage, was in Chicopee Falls at the time. A lot of the industry has now moved south, or they've just gone belly up and closed. They're just no longer in existence. I learned to just change the way I do things, right? You try it, you fail, you try something different. And just keep going till you get to where you want to be. And don't be afraid of failure, because you are going to fail. And I think that's what a lot of people are scared of. When I started, there were a lot of gentlemen here that were World War II vets. When I walked around here, they introduced me to a lot of guys, and they were here for 40, 42 years. So when I walked through, and when I got done with my interview, I got outside and realized this is a place I could retire from, which I thought was pretty cool. So 40 years later, here I am.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning, Al.
Morning, Mikey. The first thing I do every single day when I come in is I go around the entire building and say good morning. So that's the best part of my day, because this business is all about the people in it. So we have a very family culture here. We're very personable to everybody. We treat everybody the same. There's no us and them. Everybody has a say in what goes on here. Everybody is involved. To me, it's just nice to be able to go around and know everybody. Although we're growing so fast, there's still a few I'm still trying to learn, but just to see their faces and, and to see them react, that I take the time to, go out and say, hey, good morning, how's it going? Savage started in 1894 by a gentleman named Arthur Savage. Came from the West Indies to the United States, and then he created what we now call the Model 99, or the Model 95 as he started, 1895. And with that rifle, business really picked up for him. Arthur Savage was extremely innovative and committed to bringing to the mass consumer a rifle that he could afford and appreciate. And those two things still are here today, as strong as they were back then. When I first met Wayne, he was just one of the hourly guys in the materials crib. He worked alongside a gentleman named Rick Iyer, who has since retired. They had tremendous energy, passion for the business, and really wanted to see the company become more successful and start to address some of the day-to-day challenges that they continue to have.
I've been here now for 38 years, going on 39 years this fall. There used to be a water tower out in the back, and I remember being in, I think it was 4th grade, 5th grade, and looking at that water tower and going, gee, I wonder what was over there. And when I first started here, that water tower was still here. And I thought that was pretty neat.
What are you most proud of with your work that you do here, Wayne?
The fact that this place is still open, right? It's not, and it's just not me. It's the whole team. I'm really proud of that. Management at that time when I started was basically sucking the place dry. We were then sold to one company, another investment company, which again took us to a different company. And at that time, we did go Chapter 11. You didn't know if you came in and that was gonna be it, the doors were gonna be locked that day, right? And you were out, which I thought was kind of sad. We got through it, sorry. We got through it and we made it prosper. People want good things. People want homes. People want cars. People want to take care of your family. That, to me, is the American dream, right? To see it thrive, to know it's gonna be here.
We make, I think, the best guns in the industry. The most accurate, quality is phenomenal. The innovation continues to get better all the time. A lot of people worked very hard to get here. I only had 8 engineers when this started. So, you know, it's just a testament to, like I said, you know, a few good people working really hard, trying to make something really, really special for this company.
What Savage does, what we do, is we start our receivers and barrels right from bar stock, right? 2 different sizes on the receivers, barrels, both stainless and carbon on that. Barrels, we'll cut them off, we'll drill them, we'll ream them, then we'll rifle them. Cut off, the operator will take the material and he'll put it up on the cut-off machine. Then the machine will cut it. As the machine cuts it, he'll take it and put it into a cart, right? Then it'll go over to drill and another operator will drill it. Then it'll go into ream, another operator will ream it. Then it'll go into turn. Same thing, another operator will load the machine, they'll turn it, and then they'll pass it on to the chef who does the straightening. They'll get the chamber cut in it, and then it'll go upstairs and get put in stock, again by another person, right? Through our processes on the barrels, there's about 10 or 15 people that will actually touch that barrel on any given day as it goes through the process. Each one of those people are doing quality checks. The operators are the inspectors. This is one of the reasons why Savage is accurate out of the box and that the customer values what we do, right? They're adding a value to that rifle. That's why Savage is accurate. It's by the people. A lot of cool stuff up here, a lot of history. Old BA stocks, small rotary mags, owner's manuals. So this room used to be, you can see the old shelf here and a rack on top. All the way around this room was all rifles. You can see the old shadows from the boards there, the paint marks. It was packed. Back when I started in 1984, there was a lot of guns in here. Competitors, rifles, engineering samples, prototypes, things like that were all up here. Those are Colt revolvers. Colt's a skeleton of what they used to be. But they were kind of different market than what we were in. We were in long guns, they were more handgun company. But again, today, they're a skeleton of what they used to be. So all this space here, from that main aisle, that red beam, all the way back here, this was all rented space. We rented it all to the railroad out back. Now look at it. Pretty cool. A lot of changes over the years. I like what I do. I like the people I work with. we make cool stuff, right? We're not making basketballs here or ice cream or something like that. We're making firearms, and I think that they're pretty cool. You know, when we get guys that come in for visiting and they're like, "Oh my God, look at all the firearms! You know, look at all the guns around here." It's like, yeah, that's what we do, right? And we do it good. I'm very proud of it. Very proud of it.
When a person goes in to buy a rifle, they're either looking for something that's just a basic, they're just getting started, or it's somebody just getting into hunting for the first time, doesn't really know what they need and may not have a lot of money to spend. We have that Axis rifle that fits that description. And then we get up to the more serious hunters and shooters that want something a little more innovative, more custom fit to them. You don't have to spend $10,000+ on a custom-made rifle to have the best, most accurate rifle and to win and be successful. Whether it be hunting, that one shot you get at that big buck, or that one hole that you're trying to get at 100 yards, 300 yards, or whatever. So, we make products that handle all of those. So I think Arthur Savage would be very proud of the innovation that has continued to drive the company forward, the accuracy that we've continued to make in all of our rifles. We started an innovation think tank here and back in 2001, and that thing is just that train is moving really fast, and we're known in the industry for being innovative. We've brought more innovative products to the marketplace in the last 20 years than any of our competitors by a huge margin, and that train is still going. We have more projects on the board now that go past 5 years. I just need more engineers to help us get there faster.
When I first come in, I'll walk through like the finishing department to see what parts are where and what do I really need to move today. Do I need them working on those, or do I need them working on those? And just go around the factory a couple times a day. I'll do that, and I'll get with the supervisors, and the stress level, it gets crazy at times. One of the things that I do now a lot is there happens to be a state park across from where I live, so I'll just go take a walk out in the woods, right, and observe the wildlife, right. Maybe I see a deer, maybe I'll see a bear, maybe I'll just see a chickadee. That's what I like to do now. That's gives me a lot of pleasure. It gives you, no pun intended, a breath of fresh air, right? Maybe last week wasn't the greatest week it was, right? And you don't have good weeks or good days without bad days. So when those bad days happen, or a bad week happens, you get out on those walks, you slow down, you get a chance to observe. It is quiet, it's peaceful. You get to recharge. So when I come back in on the following week, I'm fresh, I'm ready to go. And like I said, yesterday was yesterday, today's today. That part of it is very important, right? It keeps you back in reality. It's very, very important.
All right, so on this Ibsen furnace here, back in last July, we shut it down to do the re-brick. We came back after shutdown, after the brick was done. We went to start it back up. The motor went, then the tubes went, then the chain broke, then the cylinders went. This thing turned into my arch nemesis, and I didn't get it back for 3 months. So during that 3 months time span, I was farming everything out and begging guys to run our parts to keep us going. We got it done, we lived through it, and life moves on.
I learned to just change the way I do things, right? Change the way. If this didn't work and we failed, we change it, we try something else. If that fails again, we try something else. It's the same thing with out on the floor, right? With manufacturing, right? You try it, you try it, you try it, you failed, you try something different. And just keep going until you get to where you want to be.
Yeah, you good to go, buddy? So this is Shepard Torres. He does all the barrel straightening here. He's gonna take you through that process of what we do.
As you can see how thick this steel is? Those walls on this barrel is very thick, right? I mean, in order to bend this, you're gonna need a lot of heat, or if you have a machine like this, that's gonna bend the barrel, all right? Now, this machine is gonna make this barrel look like a piece of rubber. And like I said before, what it's gonna do, the machine is gonna do is this is the machine, this is the barrel. Remember, the barrels, they bend with an arc. It's not a bend like a 7, right? It's bend with an arc. So in order to straighten it, I need to hit it 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe a little bit more. Wow. So this is the machine, what it's gonna do, it's gonna just stretch it out until it straighten it, all right? So the backboard with the light, it creates a shadow inside the barrel. It creates 2 lines, they look like train tracks. When the barrels bend, the lines are high in the wall. When the barrels straighten, they drop down to the bottom nice and straight, parallel to each other. There's a lot of responsibility here in this, because if something goes wrong, like the thread or the cut, something's wrong, they're gonna come to me. They like me because I help them. I like them because they help me. So like, we were helping each other here, we help each other, you know? That's the main thing. That's why this place is, I think, is where it is right now. It's because all those little things, those little details that, you know, people miss, that's what it is. That's a success right here, or unity.
Good one.
It's all about the people. You know, I keep telling everybody if something happens to me tomorrow, company still goes. This company's still making product. If I don't have those people in the factory, I don't have a business. They are the most important component of any business, but especially Savage. And so we treat them that way.
So what I think the backbone of Savage Arms here is the people, right? The people are what gets the job done. And that goes all the way from the top, all the way down, right? That's everybody here. Those are the people that make Savage a success. They are Savage. We are Savage.
The American dream to me is to build a business that provides the growth and security for the workforce so that they can buy a home, buy a car, send their kids to school, and maybe even bring them into the business and have a career here. And my service award day where I acknowledge those long-term employees is the highlight of my year every year.
My parents, when they came here, they worked, you know, but they taught us something very important, which is, you know, be decent and work for a living. Doesn't matter, you know, if you have a lot of money or if you don't, you know, as long as you do things right and you respect others. Everybody's not the same, you know, but as long as they respect you, you respect them, we help each other, that's the main thing.
The guys coming out of World War II, right? The vets. You know, Tom Brokaw nailed it on the head when he called them the greatest generation that ever lived, because those guys could do anything. They could fix anything. They were resilient. Whatever needed to be done, they could do it. I think a lot of that has now bled into this facility, right? That's what it is. And that's the American dream, right? That's the American thing. You know, to be able to do whatever we needed to do. Americans can do anything they want, whenever they want. If they put their mind to it, and they're determined and they work hard, it can be done. We can do it here.